Welcome everyone. Some time ago on eBay I ordered a valve tester and it's arrived, so I thought I would run the valves or tubes that are in the radiogram through the valve tester and just see how they perform. I've actually got two valve testers now, so I'm getting a bit of a collection of valve testers. The first valve tester my father-in-law came across and got for me, but it's so old that it doesn't actually have any data sheets or anything for the small tubes that are used in the radiogram and in the Philips player as well. However, I've got it there, and I'll actually do a video on a teardown of it at some point in time, because I'm sort of hoping that we'll be able to find a really old piece of valve gear that we can actually put it to use on. Anyway, let's take a look at the valves in the radiogram. Okay, so got a new valve tester that's come through, and I'm just going to run through the valves from the radiogram and just see how they look. Got the instructions here. Look up the valve, look up the tube in the chart. So we're looking at the 6B6 to start off with, and that's heater on D, socket 7, which will be that one. Load D, selector 1. Depress the reset button. Oh, sorry. Right, okay, depress the reset button, and then this is the selector here, which should be 1. Socket 7. It refers to A, B, C, D. There ain't no A, B, C, D on the... There's no drawing with it. So, yeah, anyway, not to worry. D, socket 7. Press the reset. Load selector. Okay, so look up the chart. Rotate the heater switch A to the indicated setting, which is D. Depress the reset button, so reset all of those. Depress the lockout switches C as indicated. Oh, sorry. Lockout. I see the lockout here. There was no lockout at all for this, so leave that. Insert the tube into the socket. Set the load switch D to the position indicated. Load is D. Right. Depress the power switch E. Turn on the... To test for all shorts, rotate the selector switch F, pausing in each of the 12 positions. Observe the shorts lamp, a steady glowing short. No steady light. Momentary flashes can be ignored. I've actually heard that that's good if you do get flashes from a different site. Set the selector switch to the required position, which is 1, as indicated. Depress the leakage button H, a deflection of the meter pointer into the grid emission reject area at the top of the scale. Okay, so leakage. Okay, well anything went the other way, so that's good. To press the quality button K and observe the test results. And that is well into the good zone. So I think we can consider that one good. Turn off the power and pull it out. Okay. Okay, so now we have a 6B A6. 6B. Okay, 6B A6. Heater on D. 7 is the socket again. Again, no lockout. Load is on D again. We put the tube in the socket. The load is on D. We turn it on. Give it a little bit of time to heat up. Okay, so that looks good, no shorts. So we leave the selector switch in 6BA6 is again in position 1. Press the leakage, again that looks good, and press the quality. And again, that's looking good, it's in the well in the good range. Okay, this is the 6AV6. 6AV6. Okay, heater D, socket 7 again, no lockout, a load of F. So let's put that in there. Okay. Give it a little bit of time to heat up. No shorts. Leaving it in position 1. Okay, that's interesting. That leakage came up a little bit, but it's still well and truly in the good zone. Quality? Oh, okay. So that's not nearly as good. That's in the right in the middle of good and bad. It's in the average zone. The 6AV6 is a multi-element valve, so with the load on G and the selector on 5, leakage doesn't matter. Oh, let's try it with it turned on. So the 6AV6 is the demodulator and audio amp, so it's got looks like 2 diodes and a triode in it. So what we've tested so far, I believe, is the triode. Okay, so that's only just in the good for that element. And let's just try the other one. Yeah, this thing is pretty average all round, based on the fact that all 3 readings were pretty much the same in the very average or almost in the touch and go zone. It's probably the cathode emission is down, because that's common between the 3 elements. Next we have the 6x4. 6x4 is the rectifier, which I suspect is not going to be too bad, because I believe that I measured the supply voltage and it looked okay. However, let's go through the motions. So 6x4 D, 7, no lockouts, load B, plug it in, turn it on, give it a little bit of time to heat up. Okay, so load on D, selector on 1, no grid anyway. Okay, quality, and that is well and truly in the good zone. And the other diode, B and 6, also in the good zone. So that one is okay. Lucky last, 6M5. The 6M5 is the audio power stage. So where are we? 6M. Interesting. Got 6M6. No, 6M5. Let me just see if I can find a quick equivalent. Right, so the 6M5 apparently is an equivalent of the EL80, and I did see some mention there of it being elusive. Well, that doesn't help me at all, because the EL80 is not in here either. Close to a 6BQ5 apparently. 6BQ5. I might just look up a 6BQ5. Oh, for Christ's sake, just give me a freaking... Surely it's not that damn hard. Just show me a damn... Oh, for Christ's sake. It is a power pentode, this one. It does look very, very similar, so might just put it in on that test, on that basis, just to see what it comes out. So 6BQ5. So D, we're in 6 this time. 6, 8. Load is C. And that goes to 2. Nothing wrong there. Interesting. I don't think that one's good. When you initially press the button it goes up to good, but then it sinks down. Yes, well, not too sure about this one. Obviously we're testing it without its actual data sheet. However, it looks pretty bad. So I think I might see if I can get hold of another one of those, because that just doesn't look any good at all. And to be absolutely honest, just taking a look at the, I don't know whether you'll pick that up, it looks like it's had a pretty hard life. Anyway, I'll put it back in at the moment. Okay, so there we go. Interesting. Out of all that, the RF valve looks okay, the IF looks okay, the rectifier is certainly okay, and the demodulator was, you know, fair, I suppose. But the output valve looks very suspect. It's a bit difficult to tell. The data sheet said it was similar to a EL84. However, the EL84 was not as high a powered device as this one, so it could well be okay, and it's just a matter of, you know, the data sheet not being quite right. But the strange thing was, when I checked the quality, it popped up into the good, and then it slowly dropped down into that bad zone, where all the rest, they just settled down where they stayed, sort of thing. So I think it may well be suspect. Okay, well there you go. Interesting set of results. It looks like we've got one power stage valve no good, or suspect at the very least. So I'm going to see if I can get hold of one of those, and just to change it out anyway, since it does look suspect. So once I find one of those, we'll get stuck in and get that sorted out, and then we'll try aligning the actual receiver and see how we go. If you like what you're seeing, please like the videos, and if you'd like to see more, then subscribe and hit the little bell indicator to be notified when I put something up new. I really do value all the likes on the videos and the subscriptions. Okay, thanks very much.